Coming up Wednesday night, the Taylor men's soccer team opens up league play as they welcome Spring Arbor to Turner Stadium. To talk about the non-conference portion of the schedule and the season so far, I'm joined today by head coach Gary Ross. Gary, obviously a below 500 record, not where you want to be heading into league play, but have you seen the team gel here in the first few weeks of the season?
Yeah, I mean, I think we actually played our last game against Tech. Might have been the best game that we've played. We gave up two shots on goal in the whole game and gave up 2 goals, so that's never a good thing. But defensively, I think we did a pretty good job in terms of eliminating their good opportunities. We had some opportunities ourselves, just didn't knock them in. We had one goal. We went down 1-0 and then came back. So in terms of just the overall engagement of play, how we looked in terms of possession, in terms of aggression, all the things. I mean, it was probably our best performance. So our guys are confident. We feel good about that result. I would say the only game that we really felt really disappointed with was the Madonna game, and I think our guys bounced back great from that with Indiana Tech. So yeah, man, we're excited for tomorrow.
You've had a week to figure things out and look at film and work on things in training. How much of a benefit has that been to your team instead of where some other sports, it's you go from non-conference, you go right into conference play? You guys have had a week to kind of work on things.
Yeah, I mean, we did that for a number of reasons. One of them is to simply give our guys' bodies a break, because we went pretty hard in the first probably 4.5 weeks or so. Also to give their minds a rest a bit too, because I mean, there's a lot of emotion and intensity to the experience of competing, and so with classes kind of kicking in pretty strong here and everything too, we wanted to give our guys a little bit of time to just kind of refresh and get their heads about it. We had a really good week of training. We busted our tails at times, and then we rested smartly at times. But I'd say watching film, having a chance to film some of the games of opponents that we're about to watch or that we're about to play. It's obviously a huge deal. So anytime you can build some buffer into the season for you to get some rest and get some new perspective, it's a good thing. So it's been good.
One of the big storylines that you and I talked about at the beginning of the year was how much goals you lost from a year ago due to graduation and guys not coming back. Josiah Whelan, the McBride brothers carrying the torch there. How do you think those 3 guys have done? 2 freshmen in the McBride brothers and then a guy in Josiah who hasn't seen a lot of time in his first couple of years here.
Yeah, I think all told they've accounted for maybe 11 goals, something like that. And obviously when you graduate players, you got to have other players who come in who can fill their spots. And look, we're a young team. I mean, even our seniors that have been here for 4 years, and even the transfers, who we have who have been here for 3 years. I mean, they haven't played like a full 90 like for 4 straight years, and so it takes time. And so we're just young all across the board, but our guys are hungry. I think the fact that we're, really, I mean, the team culture, like we had mentioned early on in the year, has just gotten so much better. Our guys are fully bought into one another, and, we've been asking them just 2 questions to answer every day. How can I be the best team that I can possibly be today? And how can I get just a little bit better? And no matter what the results, no matter what the outcomes, our guys are focusing on that, and I think we're improving our play. I think we're steadily progressing. Crossroads League is tough, man, and we got a lot of good teams in there. And I think it was a couple years ago we finished 4-5, 2 games back from the first place team, and we were in 8th. So it's like there's some tight margins, man. So you better be prepared to get after it, and I think our guys are.
How much of a benefit with so many tough opponents in the league to open up with your first 2 league games here at home Wednesday and Saturday?
Yeah, I think it's huge. I mean, one of the cool things that's happened, I think, in the last few games, both JV and varsity, is there's been kind of some rowdy students who've been coming and cheering us on, and we've been trying to support their efforts in that, because I think it's a big deal to have the home field advantage. I mean, Spring Arbor, for instance, is really tough at home. I think they've lost maybe 1 in the last probably 2 or 3 years at home. So to get them here is a much better deal. And it's the way it is in the Crossroads League, period. It is so much harder to win on the road than it is at home. And so, for us to be able to open up with 2 strong opponents, Spring Arbor and Bethel, at home, I think it's really significant. Gives us a chance to get off to a good start and see where it goes from there.
It was a lot of fun during that Indiana Tech match to see those guys. I mean, it was 20 or 30 guys on that opposite side from where your guys' benches are. They filled it up, and it should be a good environment both Wednesday and Saturday.
Yeah, we're going to try it. I mean, we've done what we could to kind of increase that too. We've provided little incentives to these guys, and gave away some gear and stuff to have them wear it to the game. So hopefully it can be more. Hopefully it can, and I think it really does help. I mean, when you have, think about it in life, man. When you have anyone supporting you in any regard, it just sort of makes it a little bit better, right? So when these guys are out in a public forum, like they are when they're competing, it's a big deal to have people support them. So we encourage it, man.
Should be a good time both Wednesday and Saturday. Gary, good luck both this week and with the rest of the league season.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks.
If you can't make it out to Turner Stadium both Wednesday and Saturday, and you can't be part of those crazy, rowdy fans that make up the Taylor Student Section, you can watch all the soccer coverage live on the Trojan Sports Network, live on YouTube and Facebook Live.